everyone, Toga Virtual here. Welcome back to another flight sim video, and today we're off to Heathrow in the Air France FSLabs A320 Sharklets, where we are flying on the Sky Team Virtual airline. So it's the Air France KLM tour that we're doing today. We're taking the approximately 55-minute flight from Charles de Gaulle all the way to London Heathrow. We're in the Foxtrot Hotel Echo Papa Hotel aircraft today. We've got 135 packs with us for the very rainy and stormy flight from Charles de Gaulle into Heathrow. Weather looks awful, especially departure out of Charles de Gaulle. We currently have got some quite horrific thunderstorms. Winds aren't too bad, but the rain is very, very heavy. I just want to say a big thank you for all of the support of my last few videos ever since the Sharklets have come out. The growth has been amazing. So if you have subscribed, thank you. If you haven't subscribed, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, please consider hitting that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell, and don't forget to press the big thumbs up button, because it really helps the algorithm grow, and I can reach more and more of you, and hopefully more and more of you like it. So we're in the flight deck then. The external power is on, batteries are on, and that's pretty much it, to be honest. Nothing else is currently switched on. So, and init request, and then make that request to pull through all of our flight plan data. So we only got an estimated airtime of 37 minutes, so it's a really, really short flight today. We're going to clear this and load the fuel in. So we'll print the and then send, and that should give us the fuel that we need. So 5 tons of fuel today. Come back over to the init page, or we'll request the wins. Get those requested in. So we'll arm the passenger signs and the no smoking signs. Put the beacon on, air supply in, and then we'll turn on the ADRSs and leave the fuel pumps off for the moment. What we'll do is to set the QNH 1008 on that side, and on this side we'll put constraints and VORs like always on this side, and then make sure that it's cross-checked across them all. So 1008. There we go, confirmed. Parking brake is on, so that's all good, and we'll just turn the transponder on, and we are squawking 2000, which is absolutely fine. Departure, and we are on the Opal 4 Alpha. Opal 4 Alpha, which should be somewhere. Here we go. So there we go. And whilst we're programming our arrival, then 27 right for arrival into Heathrow, and we are on the Alesso 1 hotel arrival. There we go. That's all in for us. Just checking in discontinuities. Nope, we're all good there. Gives us a good opportunity to put the APU on, so the APU can come on, and now we can start the fuel pumps. Get all that good stuff. Weather is atrocious. It's absolutely atrocious day outside here in Charles de Gaulle. So we haven't got to worry about any constraints, so we're just going to go 220 on the initial climb. We've not got to worry about anything like that at the moment. What we can also do now is request our performance. So takeoff. So we LFPG. Outside air temperature condition is actually wet. Optimum, AC. Everything else is set perfectly. So we are on 27 left for departure. Full length. Calculate. So there you go. Config +2. Trims are 0, and we got V1 of 147, 147, 150. So we can put that in now. So 147, 147, 150. We got a flex temp of 64 and config 2. So 64 in the flex temp, and flaps 2. And I think that is pretty much us ready to go. The APU is now alive, so we could come over to here and we could disconnect the ground power and the chocks. We are ready to vacate. Oh, we need to do one more thing. 150 didn't quite go in there. And it's flight level 050. Alright, there we go. Cool. Right, flight plan over here. Performance can go here. We need to just make sure init-B is loaded. So what we'll do is we'll get our final load sheet in a second.
Hello.
So did we say we wanted nose right, didn't we? Yes, nose right.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted. Release parking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Okay, let's start engine number 2.
Parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Right, confirm good starts then. We can abort the pushback because it doesn't work at the moment. Got the final load sheets all printed off. Right, we can turn off APU. Right, we'll turn all that down. Right, we'll go flaps 2, and then the trims are 0s. There we go. Cool. So we're on before or the after start checklist. Then ground crew's been seen. NTI is not required. Config flaps is +2. APU is off. Wide electric pump is not required, and ECAM status is checked. We do have a slight issue with the nose pin, but we can fix that with a click of this. There we go. Oops. There we go. Put that back on flight plan. Put that in there, and then we'll start the chrono. And then before we start, actually, we'll just do a quick flight control. So we'll do the before takeoff checklist, but we'll just do that here just because we've got a lot going on. So we'll do a quick flight control check. So full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, and then rudders. It's the tiller, full left, and full right. That's absolutely perfect. Cool. TCAS, we'll just set the TRA because it's just, again, it's easier for us to do that. And then the rest of it we will continue to do as we taxi. Like I say, we're going to do a continue on right-hand turn Foxtrot all the way up to Quebec, and then right into Quebec, and then Quebec full is what we want. That's what we're after. So taxi light can come on, runway lights can come on. Do you know what we'll do? Put some wing lights on as well, make it look a bit nicer. The weather here is shocking, absolutely shocking. We'll set that to... Oh, and here's Norman.
Hello, it's Norman. Let's come.
So we'll have to do a bit of a right than left here. So we'll do a right turn now. And then we'll carry on doing the right turn up to here. So this is Echo now. Oh, this is Bravo, I should say, sorry. And then what we'll do is we'll move up until we get to Bravo 6 or 7, I think, then we can do a left turn. So we'll continue with the before takeoff checklist then. So load sheet has been acknowledged. Trims are set, there's 0. Departure briefing has been confirmed. Takeoff data has been confirmed. So we got 150, well, 147, 147, 150. Flaps config 2. They're all sorted out. ECAM, memo, takeoff no blue. And then that's before the line then. And then once we get onto the active runway, we can do the after the line checklists. So I just need to be careful where I'm at here. We need to go to not this one, so not the next one, but the one after that. So I think it is this left-hand turn here. It is, yeah. Right. So this is left-hand turn that we want. Quebec 4, perfect. Sorry about that, guys. So the left-hand turn, just keep following it round, and then straight ahead should be the entrance to the runway, which it is, perfect. Right then, so we can put the landing lights on now. Landing lights can come on, takeoff light can come on, and then as we're coming up to the, oops, there anyway, we can turn on the strobes. So takeoff runway is set, cabin kit signs are given, and we are packs off for departure. So we're now entering the active runway. What we'll do is we'll just hold the brakes, run through a couple of extra pits, and then we'll be ready to depart. And you've missed a line there. There we go. Cool. Right, just hold it on the brakes. We'll release the pedal. We will start the clock. Chrono's on. We'll put some thrust in. Release brakes. And set the thrust. There we go. Manflex SRS runway. Auto throttle blue. And we're departing. Try and keep on the centre line as much as possible. 80 knots has just gone through. We've just got to go through this purple cell of weather, and then we should be good. So coming up to V1. V1, rotate. Pull the stick back ever so slightly. There we go. That's a positive rate. Right, so probably going to try and hand fly this as much as possible just for this, just to get outside of this weather cell, and then we'll stick the autopilot on. So we just keep an eye on the speed and the flaps as we start to move and make this turn. Right, so climb thrust now. Keep pitching that nose up. We'll bring some flaps in. And then we'll do autopilot and come on now. So after takeoff checklist, the landing gear is up, ECAM status is checked, and once we get through 10,000, we can turn off the packs can come off on, and we can turn those. Right, we got over that scare. Let's do some cinematic shots, and I'll see you when we're at Heathrow. Welcome back, everyone. So let's do the approach checklist then. ECAM status is checked. Approach briefing, landing on runway 27 right today. Minimums is set at 487. The approach phase is now active. But the LS is on. And that's the, and the QNH is 1010, and that is cross-checked 3 times, and that's the approach checklist complete. So we'll just hopefully now get ourselves nicely onto the glide. Got to do a left turn. Visibility is not great here, but the weather is much better than it was when we left Paris. Hopefully, don't go back into Paris for a while because the weather was atrocious. So flaps full. So config flaps full today for the arrival. Auto brake is low. We've got enough room as we just go coming over into London now. We landed into Aerosoft Heathrow. Frames. In fact, I've actually capped my frames to 30 FPS, and I have, to be fair, tweaked my settings quite a fair few bit for optimization in terms of getting the best performance and visuals at the same time. So hopefully as we come over the centre of London, everything is stable and we don't have many glitches and issues with the sim. I think that was the Shard and Battersea Power Station in front of us now. So we've got 14 miles to run, and then that'll be us down on the ground at Heathrow. If you've liked the video and you're still here, then and you're not a subscriber, then please like and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to turn on that notification bell. That would be extremely grateful for you guys to show your support to the channel, and the more thumbs up and the more views we get, the more content like this will continue to drop. So I appreciate every single one who has stopped in and has watched the content and has liked and has commented. If there's anything you want to see on the channel, any specific flights or things you don't like or things you do like, please put them in the comments down below, because it really does help. I want to try and structure my channel so you guys are basically in control and I just put content out for your guys' pleasure. So if there are any things that you want to see, please put them in the comments. I'd be extremely grateful if you could do that. But enough of me waffling. We're just about to turn on to a final base, on our final base leg, and we should have the runway in sight. If we look out of our left window now, we can see Heathrow in the distance. So as we turn now to our right, let's get some outside shots. There's London there. Like I say, the it doesn't look great, the scenery, but you can see sort of the Shard, the Gherkin, the HSBC Tower and NatWest Tower over to the right hand side now. But and there you can see the Thames. It's not best, but I much prefer the sim being smooth than too many nice visuals based on the performance of my spec. There's the localizer, so we can almost come gear down flaps 3 and full in a minute, but let's give it a couple more minutes. Wait till we hit the glide. We're perfect with everything else. We are almost fully configured, ready to land, so we can almost run through all the landing checklists. What we can do is we can sort of prepare ourselves by putting the speed brake in, arming the speed brake. Right, you can see the speed brake is armed, auto brake is low. 40 minutes so far for the flight, and it's exactly what we said it would be in terms of timing. We had a bit of an issue coming out of Charles de Gaulle in terms of the storm, but I think we've got over that. You'll see that if you look back through the video. You've already watched it. It was not the nicest departure in the world, but we got out and we just went round the storm. Everything else has been pretty much plain sailing. Nice and easy, nice and simple. Nothing too strenuous. But glide should come in any second now at 8. DME out away from landing. Right, there's the glide slope, so we'll go flaps 3, gear down, speak to Norman. Hi Norman. There's the gear coming down. Cool, flaps full. So we go then, landing checklist then, auto brake is set to low, ECAM status is checked, landing no blue, and that's the landing checklist complete then. So I'll wait till we get to about 1,000 feet and then we'll take out the autopilot and then we'll land this aircraft. If you watched my previous video back on the EasyJet flight from Gatwick yesterday, then you'll see that my landing wasn't great in fact it was when I landed into Luton, the landing wasn't great. So hopefully this one I can redeem myself for the mistakes I made in previous video. Right, 1,400 feet then. We got 330 gusting 5, bit of a crosswind, but it shouldn't cause us any problems in terms of arrival. Right, there's 1,000 feet. Take out the autopilot. It's now my aircraft. We shouldn't have to do many corrections at all. We are pretty stable. As long as we don't get gusted around, we should be pretty good. Little correction there with the rudder to make sure we're perfectly on the glide. Might have to do a little correction there.
Above. 400 minimum.
Continue.
300. 200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard. 10, 5.
Reverses. $80 knots, reverses out, manual brakes. There we go, everybody. Welcome to London Heathrow. Right, stand we want is 420, I believe. Right, we've got a bit of a mammoth taxi. We're going to Terminal 4, so we've got to go all the way across the airport and back across runway 27 left and then to Terminal 4. So you might want to check back with me in a little bit once we have made our way to the stand, because that's going to be the easiest option. So check back in a minute when we're all parked up and we can say goodbye. Well, there we go then, guys. Nice and safely down on the ground at London Heathrow. If you've liked the video again and you want to subscribe, please subscribe. And don't forget to like the video. Like I say, big thumbs up will be muchly appreciated. I've been Toga Virtual. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.